You want to file as fast as possible because that could qualify you for more of the $1,400 benefit.
Also warns they'll be processing stimulus checks quickly, so there is no guarantee that if you do file your 2020 taxes, that it will actually impact your benefit. She says if you happen to earn more in 2020 than in 2019, you may want to wait to file your return. Those who have signed up for direct deposit with the IRS will likely get the money first.
Gas prices are now projected to hit the record highs again this week. It's not good, but here's the good news. Joe Biden's ready to send out stimulus payments. As the cost of living just continues to soar, several proposals have been put forward, and Democrats and Republicans are negotiating on different stimulus payments that would go out to the American people that are experiencing the financial struggles. Some may qualify for a monthly check, others may also get more than $100 a month. So, Thanksgiving gas prices are already set to shatter the holiday weekend record. It was set 10 years ago. Now, according to GasBuddy, the national average for a gallon of gas over Thanksgiving weekend is projected to be 36 cents higher, $3.68 per gallon. It's 30 cents per gallon higher than the last year, and 22 cents higher than 14 years ago. However, it won't necessarily prevent people from traveling because there's a 20% increase in travel. On Monday, everybody across the country, Americans have seen the record high gas prices again, but the spikes have not been distributed evenly. Many southern states are currently paying around $3 a gallon to pump, but a few western states, including Alaska, are averaging nearly $5 a gallon. Anchorage Daily News reporter has also said that Alaska's gas prices are so much higher than other states. He says prices are high, even though the state supplies so much crude oil used to make gas. But now, several lawmakers have done something about this. It's called the gas stimulus checks. Families with 2 children could get as much as $300 a month as long as the nation's average gas price exceeds $4 a gallon. It's according to one new bill proposed by Democratic Representatives Mike Thompson of California, John Larson of Connecticut, and Lauren Underwood of Illinois. The representatives said in a statement the gas stimulus will provide middle-class Americans with monthly payments to ease the burdens of the financial global crisis. The bill is called the Gas Rebate Act, and it would provide a monthly energy rebate of $100 a person. That refund would actually kick in for the rest of 2022, as long as the national average gas price topped $4 a gallon during any given month. Under the bill, both joint and single tax filers will receive $100 each, while each dependent would also receive $100 each as well. In other words, a family of 2 kids could receive $500 a month in free stimulus checks. You heard that right, everybody. The plan will work similarly to the 3 stimulus checks that were sent out by the Fed in 2020 and 2021, but now single people earning less than $75,000 would receive the full rebate of $100, while the checks would be phased out for people earning up to $80,000. So a second proposal from Representative O'Connor and Senator Sheldon Whitehouse says that a Democrat from Rhode Island will provide a quarterly rebate to consumers based on a tax levied from oil and gas companies. Not only that, everybody, but the 2 lawmakers in Congress said this. They want a 50% tax difference on the current price of barrels of oil and its pre-crisis average price from 2015 to 2019. Yes, everybody, things are getting serious in Congress. Stimulus payments can happen very fast. Exciting news, everybody. New data has been released and Congress has announced that inflation is finally beginning to ease. The IRS is serving and urging that Americans claim any available stimulus money as fast as possible, because if they don't, people are going to be in big, big trouble.
My daughter and her wife, my daughter-in-law, are expecting a baby next spring, and I want to do everything possible to make sure their rights are protected under federal law. I want them and everyone in a loving relationship to live without the fear that their rights could one day be stripped away. So there are many of us who are deeply invested in seeing this bill succeed. Originally, it was our intention to take action on the Respect for Marriage Act back in September, fresh off the House's strong bipartisan vote for the summer. Remember, 47 House Republicans joined Democrats to pass this bill. But at the urging of my colleagues from both sides of the aisle, I agreed to hold off on scheduling a vote in order to make sure we had enough support to move forward. My job at the end of the day will always be to prioritize getting things passed through this chamber, and marriage equality is too important an issue to risk failure. So I made the choice to trust the members who have worked so hard on this legislation and wait a little bit longer in order to give the bipartisan process a chance to play out. Much better to pass this legislation and move equality forward than simply have a show vote, which would bring political.
We have a ton of big news about the fourth stimulus check, Social Security benefits, SSI, and SSDI payments. Continue watching this video to never miss out on this. It has been confirmed that there are still billions of dollars in stimulus money available by Americans this year. Lawmakers in Congress are urging that everybody apply to receive additional crisis aid from these relief payments. Anywhere between $500 and $1,500 will hit most residents of New Mexico's bank accounts over the next 5 months. The free money from the state government comes after New Mexico lawmakers passed 2 separate economic aid packages this year, amid record oil revenues and rising cost of living, including high gas prices. The Special Sessions House Bill 2 lays out either $500 or $100 payments, $1,000 payments for New Mexico residents that will be split into 2 parts. How much you will get, though, depends on your tax filing status. And heads of households, surviving spouses, married individuals filing joint returns will receive a total of about $1,000. Individual filers and married individuals filing taxes separately will get a total of $500. Again, folks, those payments will be split into 2 parts. The first payment is supposed to come as soon as possible. The legislation formally outlines its delivery as no later than June 30th, 2022. Folks, joint filers will receive $500 for the first payment, single filers will receive $250 for the first payment, and the second payment of the 2-part rebate will come sometime in the month of August. As with the first payment, how much you get depends on filing status. Joint filers will get $500 and individual filers will get $250. State lawmakers decide to include any income limits in House Bill 2, meaning the state will provide cash payouts to people regardless of how much money they make. If you don't make enough money to file taxes, you can still get some cash from the state. House Bill 2 provides a so-called relief payment to fill in the gaps. There's also an application process and a limited amount of cash that the government will send out. Relief payments for non-tax filers are on a first-come, first-served basis, and they will only last until a $20 million fund is exhausted. Applicants will be required to give a Social Security number or individual identification number to the state for proof of identification. The relief payment, folks, will be the same size as a 2-part rebate. $1,000 will go to households of married couples or single individuals with 1 or more dependents. For households of single individuals without dependents, the payment is $500. To get a relief payment, if you meet the requirements, you have to fill out an application. And the department is planning on announcing the application process within the next few weeks.
Back to fundamentals, which is great companies, but profitable growth. There's got to be a way to get to profitability and cash flow, something that Carl has been focused on all the time. And so, for the most part, we're seeing our portfolios holding up very well. Our first quarter, we're seeing real resilience in our portfolio, and our platform continues